Greetings, Young Justice fandom and Green Lantern animated series fandom. I want you to join the DC Nation Reserve. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, my name's Sam, and this is kind of a call to arms video for you guys to get involved with what is happening with the hiatus. This is kind of an update to my previous hiatus video. If you haven't seen it, just look over here, there'll be an annotation. If you don't know what has been happening recently with Young Justice and Green Lantern, and just DC Nation in general, stuff has been going crazy over at Cartoon Network, as you might have noticed if you looked at the video. But I've actually looked into it a bit more, and I've actually found out like what some of the causes are. So the main cause is pretty much just Cartoon Network being crazy unprofessional and choosing to ditch these shows for no apparent reason. So people have been going nuts over Tumblr, so if you're part of the fandom, you probably already know like half the story. Essentially what happened is 10 hours before Young Justice and Green Lantern were supposed to be airing, they decided to change the programming to How to Train Your Dragon, and everybody went nuts. What I found out though is not only were the fans not notified, but neither were the producers. The producers actually were at New York Comic Con and were not aware of the situation until they were told by the fans going completely nuts over the situation. And this is crazy unprofessional. I mean, I don't really know how bad Cartoon Network is. I only watch it sometimes. But apparently they like chuck out really good shows. I mean, seriously, when you think about it, I don't know all the shows they're on, but like the only one that springs to mind outside of Young Justice that I'm fairly big fan of would probably be like, I mean, I kind of like Ben 10, but I mean mainly just Adventure Time and Young Justice, and maybe if I get into a Green Lantern. But this is nuts. We can't let this stand, and thus I want you guys to get involved. There are 3 ways that you can get involved. The first way is go over here to the link over here, sign the DC Nation, Bring Back DC Nation petition. This petition is just an online petition. You can either sign in with Facebook, or you can put your name and your address, and you can be like, this is, and then collectively we can just yell, this is crap to Cartoon Network. At this point, even though it's only been a couple of days, we've already got like 6,000, 7,000 signatures. It's pretty awesome, but obviously we need more. We don't need more, but we'd like more, and we should be getting more because we are a fandom and we should be able to stick together. The second way to do it is over here. It's also online. This is a bit more direct. This involves going to the feedback section of Cartoon Network, the link was there, and just essentially saying this is crap. But don't say it like that. I implore you to be a bit more sensible and a bit calmer. If you go all crazy and start swearing and being like, ah, screw you, die in a hole, they're not going to listen to us. And it's also going to be it's not going to be a good representation of the fandom, either of Young Justice or of Green Lantern, or of both, or of just DC Nation in general. And the third way is to do nothing, or to be a bit more specific, do nothing in relation to Cartoon Network, or to be a bit more accurate, boycott. I know in my previous video I said don't do that, but that's because I didn't really know the extent that, 1, that Cartoon Network was responsible, and 2, the extent of the crazy amount of what the hell Cartoon Network that is involved in this story. So just do that. Like, as I said, there aren't that many good shows. Just don't watch it, because then they'll be like, oh, there's a dip. They'll see all the feedback and they'll be like, oh my god, we've got to bring this back. What can I say? The viewership pays their bills, so if they see it dip, they're going to do something about it. And that's pretty much the majority of the things that you can do. Luckily, if you're part of the Young Justice fandom, I'm not sure if this also applies to Green Lantern fandom because I'm not really into it, so I haven't been searching around, but you can go to iTunes to download the episode. I'm not sure, it might have been taken down, but it has been released via iTunes, so it is out there. So if you're willing to look for it, or if you've got a friend who's downloaded it, then cool, Young Justice exists. Speaking of which, there will be a review of that coming fairly soon. So, just subscribe or just keep an eye on what I'm doing. Your choice. Also, if you could, please like and comment. Video response, if you want, share. Actually share it, because then if you share the video, then there'll be more people who are able to sign up and stuff like that. Yes, so, because the thing is, when it comes to fandoms, we can have our crazy shipping wars and we can have our crazy fights over who's the best character and what should have happened and blah, blah, blah. But when it comes right down to it, we are all fans and we all ship our shows with our eyes, and can't we just be friends, please? So I guess I'll see you later. Stay asterisk, soldiers, and I will see you on the other side.